Rise and Shine Rwanda, it's Wednesday, the 31st of January.
Coming up on today's Rise and Shine Rwanda.
Kagame calls for more private sector involvement in African Union affairs.
Heroes Day 2018 celebrations underway. Good morning, you're watching Rise and Shine Rwanda with me, Irene Kanengwa.
And me, Fidelis Karango. For the next half an hour, I'll take you through what's trending in the news, business headlines, as well as lifestyle stories. But first, let's take a look into our news features. President Paul Kagame has called for increased private sector collaboration in African Union's key initiatives. Speaking at the closure of the 30th African Union Summit in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, President Paul Kagame, who on Sunday began his term as AU chairperson, told his counterparts that the private sector was eager to get involved as critical partners in creating opportunities and building prosperity. He also called on African countries to pay more attention to conservation, saying it would enable the continent to make the most of its assets and better management of sectors such as agriculture and tourism. In addition, while addressing questions by members of the press, the president said that the African Union reforms were picking up the pace as countries and their representative leaders were in support of the process.
And in regional news, South Sudan President Salva Kiir has threatened tough action against underperforming and indisciplined military leaders. He challenged the commanders to readjust themselves and ensure a disciplined and reformed army. He made the remarks at the military headquarters in Juba while opening a workshop of the Army Command Planning and Administration. The workshop was held under the theme, Planning for Effective Management to Transform the Army. President Kiir further advised the Army commanders to own up to their failures and invest in developing the young nation. He also admitted that the main challenges facing Africa's youngest state were the hunger for higher positions by some leaders and the ignorance by the same leaders to accept their weaknesses. Aid agencies in South Sudan have recently been complaining of obstruction of their services by both government and rebel soldiers.
And in international news, the Irish government is to hold a referendum at the end of May on whether to reform the country's near-total ban on abortion, which prompted reaction on both sides of the debate. After the announcement, Children's Minister Catherine Zepon said, "As an independent woman sitting at the cabinet table, I believe we have reached a significant moment and I am full of emotion at this moment. As we continue preparations for the referendum, it is my firm hope we will have a respectful debate based on the facts. I hope we will live together in an Ireland someday, soon, where abortion is safe, legal and rare." The May vote is expected to decide whether to repeal the constitution amendment that effectively bans terminations. The ballot will not be on specific terms of any new law, but on whether to retain or repeal Article 40.3.3 of the Constitution, known as the Eighth Amendment. Minister of Health Simon Harris says that whether the Eighth Amendment is in the Constitution or is not in the Constitution, abortion is a reality for Irish women and that he could not ignore the fact that 3,265 of Irish citizens travelled to the UK in 2016 from the country in Ireland for the same reason. Those on the anti-abortion side of the debate defend that unborn babies' rights and seek that they're taken into account.
Now bring it back to our local news. All refugees living in Rwanda will soon be allowed to freely travel beyond the country's borders thanks to the recent government decision to issue them with a new travel document that meets international standards. The machine-readable refugee conversion travel documents will facilitate refugees to travel abroad for business, education, and other opportunities, thereby impacting their lives positively, according to both government and UNHCR.
Now, I know this is very good news, especially for the refugees in the different camps here in Rwanda. I had the opportunity to visit one of the refugee camps, the one in Byumba to be specific, a couple of months ago. And I know the fact that not having documents, travel documents, work documents on them has been an issue, forcing most of them to only study in schools that are built inside the refugees, and then after that they can't go to university, and those who can either don't have the papers to allow them to do that. So this is really an eye-opening opportunity for all of them when it comes to employment, when it comes to education. What's your take on this?
Yeah, I guess this is a good move because refugees are people like all of us.
Yes.
Yeah, and if you accept someone to come in, I mean, let them feel free.
Yes.
Let them be
They
comfortable.
need to live a comfortable lifestyle
yes.
as well, yeah.
So I think this is nice. And again, making them like travel across borders is also another opportunity that, I mean, if they don't find themselves comfortable in a particular place, I mean, let them be free to move elsewhere they feel they're comfortable.
Yeah.
Because again, it is their right to move anywhere they want. Yeah, except their countries of origin, but yeah, otherwise, I mean, anyone can live anywhere they want to live.
Yeah. Now bring it back to the employment aspect of things. I know many of them that I was able to talk to actually wished to do more work, to be more independent in their respective, lifestyles. But again, because of education restrictions, and then the other thing, because they can't do free movement, that has been a challenge. Forcing most of them, like especially the women, if you're lucky to have a bit of an education, they end up being teachers. Most of the men either going to construction work, of which most of it has to be done inside the refugee camp or right outside it, where you're given like a permission slip. So this is really good for them. Also, on the fact that I know that most of them are given like an allowance or money to sustain them of only 7,500 per month, so per head in each family. So you get 7,500 for the whole month for food, for clothing, for everything. Exactly, people, it can be very restricting. So this is really good for them again in that aspect, because now people can not only depend on the funds that they get from UNHCR, but also they can make a living on their own on the side. Have a way to sustain their families. I think the ultimate dream is that once they have these papers, they should be able to get jobs and make enough to sustain themselves and not have to depend on UNHCR funds to sustain their families as well.
And again, Fidelis, Rwanda is a small country.
Yes.
So we have our own people and we have all those we bring in. So this is a huge number to all retain in this small space.
Yes.
I mean, the report has it that Rwanda has about over 173,000 refugees, so plus the total number of citizens, and this is really very huge. So opening doors for them to move elsewhere is I think a good idea.
But then again, the other thing I think we also need to think about is, as we know, the job markets, especially here in Rwanda, is already very competitive. The unemployment levels are really high. What are the chances for these refugees to actually get employment here? Are there any structures being put in place to facilitate them? Because it's very different. It can be really competitive. I think the other thing that also people need to take into account is how to integrate them into the system, bring them in slowly. get them used to how things are running
because all of them
on the job
come
market.
from different areas.
Exactly.
So they find new stuff happening.
Exactly.
They need to cope up.
But it's definitely a really good initiative. Again, on the education parts, most of them that I was able to talk to are people who actually really wish to go to school, want to continue their studies, but they haven't been able to do that. If they have these papers that allow them to not only further their studies here in Rwanda, but also outside the country, it's a really good opportunity. And I feel like at the end, we should also think of it in the sense that once they get this opportunity, there's a chance they'll come back and bring their knowledge to Rwanda and build their country. So it's really a really good opportunity for all of them, and we look forward to seeing it being implemented, hopefully very soon, and bringing in really positive feedback. You're watching Rise and Shine Rwanda. Stay with us. We'll be right back after the break. Welcome back to Rise and Shine Rwanda. Every 1st of February is a special day here in Rwanda as we celebrate Heroes Day, where we remember and acknowledge our fallen and living heroes as well as celebrate their achievements and learn from them. But what does this day really mean for the Rwandan community? We find out.
Uko umwaka utashye ku itariki ya mbere ukwezi kwa kabiri mu Rwanda hizihizwa umunsi mukuru w'intwari. Ni umunsi abanyarwanda bazirikana ndetse bakavuga ibigwi intwari zaranzwe n'umuco wo gukunda igihugu no kwitanga batizigamye. Ni n'umwanya abanyarwanda bongera kwibuka ibikorwa by'indashyikirwa byaranze intwari z'u Rwanda zabiziriho ndetse n'izatabarutse. Perezida Paul Kagame yifatanyije n'abanyarwanda mu kwizihiza umunsi w'intwari. Ni umuhango wabereye ku gicumbi cy'intwari i Remera mu mujyi wa Kigali. Perezida Kagame yahaye icyubahiro intwari z'u Rwanda, ashyira indabo ku kimenyetso cy'ubutwari, nyuma afata umwanya wo kuzunamira. Richard Kabonero, ambasaderi wa Uganda mu Rwanda ucyuye igihe, nawe yashyize indabo ku kimenyetso cy'intwari nk'uhagarariye abandi bahagarariye ibihugu byabo mu Rwanda. Abo mu miryango y'intwari zishyinguye ku gicumbi cy'intwari nabo bashyize indabo ku mva ndetse bafata umwanya wo kunamira ababo. intwari z'igihugu zibukwa ni General Major Fred Gisa Rwigema n'umusirikare utazwi bari mu cyiciro cy'imanzi. Umwami Mutara wa gatatu Rudahigwa, Rwagasana Michel, Uwiringiyimana Agatha, Niyitegeka Felicite n'abanyeshuri b'Inyange banze kwitandukanya ubwo baterwaga n'abacengezi mu mwaka w'1997 bo bakaba bari mu cyiciro cy'Imena. Mbere y'uyu munsi hagiye hategurwa ibikorwa bitandukanye mu rwego rwo kwizihiza umunsi mukuru w'intwari. Kimwe muri byo ni igikorwa cyateguwe n'ikipe ya APRFC yasuye abasirikare bamugariye ku rugamba batuye mu mudugudu uri mu murenge wa Nyarugunga. Kapiteni wa APRFC avuga ko batekereje iki gikorwa mu rwego rwo kuzirikana umuhate n'umurava abamugariye ku rugamba bagaragaje babohora u Rwanda.
Igikorwa twagitekerejeho kuva mbere, tugitekerezaho turi muri Lokali Gisenyi dufite match na Rayon Sport ya mbere muri igiye kurangiza ale ya ibanziriza na ku mukino wa ale. Tugitekerezaho kuko abasirikare bamugariye ku rugamba nibo batumye tuba turi hano no mu ikipe ya APR, kandi ibintu bishimishije cyane kubona baraturwaniriye tukaba dugiye ku mwuka w'abazima. Babidusabye batubwiye ati aho kugira ngo muzajye mutsindwa na Rayon Sport wenda mwatsindwa na Bugesera cyangwa na Gicumbi, ngo ariko kugira ngo mutsindwe na Rayon Sport ni ibintu bibabaza cyane. Batubwiye ko niyo bari kudufana hari igihe badutuka, ariko kudutuka ntago baba batwanze, nuko nabo bashaka intsinzi kuko nabo barayiharaniriye kandi bayigeraho. Nabo rero nicyo mpamvu baba bafite umutima uhora ushaka intsinzi.
Babashyira ibintu bitandukanye birimo ibiribwa n'ibyo kunywa ndetse n'ibihumbi 600 by'amafaranga y'u Rwanda. Umutoza Jimmy Mulisa avuga ko gusura abasirikare bamugariye ku rugamba bigamije kubereka ko ikipe ya APRFC izirikana ubutwari bagaragaje bwo kwitangira igihugu kugeza bahamugariye.
Twebwe abakinyi n'abandi tumeze neza, turi mu buzima bwiza. Igezanga ukareba ibyo bakiyemo ari ukuntu bigusubiza inyuma ugatekereza avuga ko meze neza, reka ndebe ukuntu nzajye nkoresha, tuvuge ukuntu meze nzajye byishimira n'Imana, ibyo nkora byose ndebe ukuntu mbikora n'umurava n'ubushake bwinshi.
Bakanguriye abakinnyi b'ikipe ya APRFC guharanira kurwanira igihugu mu gihe bibaye ngombwa.
Mu kuza rero kudusura n'ikindi kintu navuga yuko ni igikorwa gikorwa n'abake, kuko iyo nka ekipe gutekereza ku munsi w'ejo w'intwari bakavuga bati ha hantu i Nyarugunga hari abantu bamugariye ku rugamba, nabo buriya hari icyo baharaniraga mu buryo bw'ubutwari, kuko uwasigaye iwabo ntabwo yahuye n'ibi bibazo.
Mu ijoro ribanziriza umunsi w'intwari kuri stade nto y'i Remera habereye igitaramo cyateguwe mu rwego rwo gusingiza intwari z'u Rwanda. Insanganyamatsiko y'umunsi w'intwari 2017 iragira iti ubutwari ni uguhitamo ibitubereye. Ni insanganyamatsiko ifite aho ihuriye n'icyerekezo abanyarwanda bihaye cyo kwishakamo ibisubizo no kwihitiramo ahazaza h'igihugu cyabo. Intwari z'u Rwanda zizahora zizirikanwa kubera uruhare zagize mu guharanira ubumwe bw'abanyarwanda, kurinda ubusugire bw'igihugu, kurwanya akarengane no guharanira iterambere ry'igihugu.
So 1st of February is of course a very important day here in the Rwandan community. As you know, Rwanda has come a long way to be where we are today. Having experienced the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi, there are so many people who not only sacrificed their lives but gave up everything that they had to ensure that we are where we are today. As you know, the categories for the heroes is categorized in 3. There's the Imanzi, Mena, and Ingenzi. But you, as Irene, as a youth here in Rwanda, who's going to be part of the celebration this year, what would you say this day means to you?
Of course, it's a great day. It is a day to remember all those that were good, once good in their lifetime, and those who are actually still living. They also need to be recognized because I mean we shall not always wait for people to leave our eyes and then we just remember, to acknowledge them. So it is a good idea. And elsewhere in the world, it is done. I mean, we are living on earth and this is not our home. We have a home to go. So, I mean, we need to be we need to acknowledge people who have been good and positive in our lives. It is also building because when some of these things happened way back and today, so not so many people know about them.
Exactly.
Yeah, so by bringing back such days, we are giving a story to the people who do not know. It is another chance.
That were born after these great sacrifices were made. So you're right. I agree with you. I feel that for me, there's always something that I learn with every year. I love that they always concentrate on different heroes and do special features on each one of them. I feel like it's a great way for us to learn about our history, and most importantly, what can we take from it that we can implement into our lifestyles, into our jobs, into our day-to-day activities today, and be better people and contribute to the development of our country. I feel like that is the most important thing, because if we did not do that now, then even the sacrifices are going to waste, because we do not remember to learn from them and implement those things into our lifestyles right now. I know every year they always take a moment to visit the grave sites where these heroes are buried. It's one of the ways for us to acknowledge them. I feel like, and the other thing that I feel like people haven't really taken time to explore is whenever we say places to visit in Rwanda, people rarely talk about these sites where these people are buried, and it's actually a good way again to learn about your history. So that's the other thing I feel that we could really do more of as the youth, is visit these sites, go learn about these fallen heroes, especially get to know what they did that you can incorporate into your lifestyle today.
Like you said, again, it makes us feel so proud, because if you know somewhere along someone did something nice to you, I mean, it gives you an example to also do the same tomorrow. Because if we take examples of how great these people were, I mean, I think we shall live a better life.
I think for me, again, one of the other heroes that I like coming back to are the Nyanje secondary school students who gave up their life during the 1994 genocide. Mostly because I feel like I can relate to them more, being a youth, and they were youth
so you
at
just
that time.
Imagine this moment comes now. You, I mean, it takes really a lot to do that. To perform
exactly,
like they did,
and I feel like these are, again, some of the people who have brought us to where we are today, in the sense that they understood even back then, even at a time where segregation was at its peak, that we are one Rwanda, we are...
And these were young people.
Exactly. For me, I feel like they are really... If we need to find role models in our lifestyles as the youth, this could be a perfect example of that with unity you can achieve a lot more than if you are divided and trying to do things separately. And honestly, it's unity that has brought us where we are here in Rwanda at the moment. There are very many people who come to Rwanda, and even people who come to see Rwanda, who come as my friends or family, and say, how have you guys done it? Especially after the 1994 genocide, knowing what has happened.
Just of late.
Exactly.
Yeah,
how have you guys done? How have you been able to achieve so much and surpass so many other economies that didn't even go through what you went through? And I always remind them that we've done that through unity. We've done that through knowing our mistakes, learning from them, and building
the untold stories that are coming to life now. Yeah,
exactly. So I personally look forward to the celebrations this year. Keep an eye out for those as well. Participate. I know it's going to be a public holiday, and yes, that's the other mentality that we have. Is that a public holiday? Exactly, it's a day for you to stay home and lie down. Exactly, it really is not, and it's very unfortunate that people think of it in that sense. Honestly, go out there, be productive,
come out and join the rest of the country.
Exactly. There's so much to learn. There's so much to do. Go see how you can do your part towards the development of the country.
Yeah.
All right. You're watching Rise and Shine Rwanda. Stay with us. We'll be right back after the break. Now, don't forget to love to hear your thoughts, comments, and feedback on what we're talking about here on Rise and Shine Rwanda. Tweet us at Rise and Shine RW. Like us on Facebook and send us your ideas for programs. Check out our Rise and Shine Rwanda YouTube page where you can catch all the shows and reports that we do. Find us on Instagram, Rise and Shine RW. Love to see your pictures. Or check out our Rise and Shine Rwanda website.
Well, that's all that we have time for today. We love to hear your feedback, and do let us know if you have any idea for the program. You've been watching Rise and Shine Rwanda with me, Irene Kanengwa.
And me, Fidelis Karango. Back here, same time, same place next week, so do join us then. But for now, from the both of us and the rest of the Rise and Shine Rwanda team, have a very good day. Goodbye.